We're going to solve a word problem which requires you to find the equation relating the variables. In this problem, it's saying that Kunwar, he knows that it costs $25 to take a taxi to work, which is 10 kilometers away. Now, the only thing he knows is that the variable cost, which is also what we know as a slope, is $2 per kilometers, but he doesn't know anything about the fixed cost. The question is that if he wants to go to his friend's house, which is 12 kilometers from his home, and he only has $60, can he afford a round trip to go and then come back to home again? But to solve this problem, we are going to go through three steps, A, B, and C. First, we are going to try to find the fixed cost and write an equation that relates the cost and the trip in kilometers. First, there are two variables. One is cost, the other one is distance. Since cost depends on the distance driven, it is obvious that the cost is dependent variable and distance is independent. So for part A, I can write the equation cost is m times d distance plus b, which is y-intercept, which is the fixed cost. Now, we already know that the variable cost, which is the slope, is $2 per kilometers. So I can write this one as 2d plus b. Now, to find b, which is the fixed cost or y-intercept, or in this case, is really the c-intercept, we need additional point here. The point that we have is that he knows that it costs him $25 to go to work, which is 10 kilometers. So we know that the line, which is this one, includes a point which is, as we said, 10 kilometers, $25. And since kilometers of distance is independent, so it's going to be the first coordinate, and then 25 is the second coordinate. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to substitute this point back in the equation to find b. So we are going to say 25, which is c, is equal to 2 times 10 plus b. But we know that 2 times 10 is 20 plus b. To solve this one, I'm going to move 20 to the left, so b becomes 25 minus 20, which is 5. So we know that the c-intercept is 5, or the fixed cost. This means that as soon as you get into the taxi, you have to pay $5 flat fee. So the equation becomes cost is 2d plus 5. Now we are going to try to plot the equation c is equal to 2d plus 5. I'm going to use the slope and y-intercept technique, which is much easier because the line is already in slope y-intercept form. The slope is 2, so slope is 2, which I can write it as 2 over 1, and y-intercept, or c-intercept is equal to 5. So as you remember, the first step is to plot the point 5, which is going to be here. So this is the point. And then since the slope is 2 over 1, or rise is 2 and run is 1, I'm going to go 2 units up, which is 7, and then 1 unit to the right, which is going to be 1 here. And then I connect these 2 points together. As you have noticed, I did not continue the line to the left because this distance cannot be negative. So that's why the line only goes upward. I'm not including the one which goes to the left. Now we are going to do part C. If he has $60, can he afford a round trip to his friend's house, which is 12 kilometers away? So let's see how much it's going to cost him to have one-way taxi, meaning to go to his friend's house. The cost is equal to 2 times distance. The distance we know is 12 kilometers plus 5 is 24 plus 5, which is 29. A round trip is going to cost him 29 times 2, which is $58. And since 58 is less than 60 and he has $60, the answer to part C, yes. He can afford a round trip to his friend's house.